This is a very, very rare sight indeed. It is the most beautiful day here on God's green earth in Neenah, Wisconsin, and there is not a soul in sight playing pickleball. It's very rare that I can make a video here at Pickleball Court Central in Wisconsin without worrying about accidentally filming someone, but that is not the case today. It's a little bit toasty, it's a little bit warm. I've been running around Washington Park picking up garbage today. My guess is the guys that work for the city have the weekends off, so I get a lot of good stuff done on the weekends picking up garbage. I talked to the people playing pickleball here yesterday, and there was just a metric ton of them. There were at least 24 people playing pickleball, sitting on the bench right there, waiting their turn to duke it out here under God, under the hot sun, in this gladiator arena of champions. And I asked them, where should I put the poetry to inspire the pickleball players of Neenah, Wisconsin? My first guess was, hey, let's put it in the kitchen of the pickleball courts because you're not supposed to stand in the kitchen. But that was frowned on because, well, the ball lands in the kitchen all the time and it's going to get dust all over it, and then people are going to get dust on their nice pickleball outfits, get dust on their hands, so that's not good. So I'm thinking about making my pickleball poetry area not in front of the bench because people walk and sit on the bench all the time, but this area right here next to the fence. I think if I took my chalk and made, here, let me see, can I do this? Is this gonna work? I don't know. I think I accidentally turned the camera off when I was putting it into the fence. But my plan is to leave a note for the pickleball players of Neenah, Wisconsin. Should a poem be here? Yes or no? I voted once for myself. I voted again for Gabriel, because Gabriel's all about trying to give kindness to his community. So if I come back and there's 17 votes for no and only 2 votes for yes, well, then I have my answer and my feelings will not be hurt. My goal is not to make anybody feel uncomfortable. It's my goal to empower the bejesus out of people and make them feel good about what they're doing in life. Like I said, my tribe are little kids and old people that just do not care anymore. They're done with the high school has no end mentality. So, hey, public opinion poll. Should there be poetry at the pickleball court here in Washington Park in Neenah, Wisconsin? Vote yes for Gabriel. My day has just got miracles upon miracles upon miracles. I just tried to call the Neenah Police Department non-emergency number. There's a gentleman in a white car sitting over there that said he's going to call the police on me for trying to say hello to him here at the community table at St. Paul's Church, and that's fine. Like, I will wait here and hopefully the police come. I can shake their hand and get another card for my binder, because it's my goal to meet every policeman in town. I met Officer McCarthy yesterday, and that was one of the most amazing moments of my young life. And you guys have an amazing day. I like that haircut, sir. You guys need some money?
Black guy from St. Joe's.
Here. Well, I don't have $90, but I got enough to give.
He took a Walmart card that they gave me down the street. He took a $25 thing and tried to rape me. I have the belt in my car. He tried to rape me last night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you call the police?
Yes, God bless your soul.
Hey,
You know what they did because he was drinking? He had this wrapped around my leg.
I see that. I see your injuries. They look heinous.
I screamed at the guy next
Do you
to
mind? I'm going to turn this camera off because I was making a video. I don't want to record this.
sorry.
No, I gave that lady some $2 bills. And that was a conversation that's not meant to be seen by others, except maybe someone up there. Hopefully they can lend a hand, because that's why I'm here, is try to help people. And I'm not doing it for the publicity or the clicks or the attention. The reason I have this camera in my hand is accountability. If the policemen of Neenah, Wisconsin think that I am harassing that man just by saying hello and hoping he has a good day, I will eat it. I will pay the fine. I will go to prison, whatever it takes. But the people that need help the most in life push away the hardest. It's always true from what I've seen. So if I'm going to be who I want to be, I got to do it all the time, not just when it's easy, not just when it's convenient, not when the camera's rolling, every minute of every day. If I really want to make a difference, the most important person to be true to is myself. And I hope the police are coming. I really do. When you say hello on the street, sometimes people's feelings get hurt. Give kindness to all strangers you meet, even the man in the Star Wars shirt. It's been one wild, crazy, miracle-full day, with the miracles just piling up one after the other here as I'm writing poetry around the city. I got one more poem to go. I stopped in the public library to see, one, if Hong, the greatest librarian on the earth, was working today. She's not. Two, if the good people at the library would give me a rubber band so I can finish my objective by Thomas Jefferson. That's where my last poem is going to go today. Oh, I need some more water for my buddy Cabino. Gabriel will never go to college, probably. Maybe he'll go to MIT or something, but instead of paying college tuition for Gabriel, we pay an exorbitant water bill so he can have his bath time, play in the sink, play with the hose, that sort of thing. So where do I begin? Where do I begin with my list of miracles today? I just ran into Joe Benoit. Like I said once, I've said it 1,000 times. Of all of the men I've met in Neenah, Wisconsin, he is the man I admire the most. He's the one guy I want my son Garrison to spend time with, playing with Joe's kids, because I want my son to have respect. Joe just exudes respect. There's no denying that. So I had an amazing talk with him. Every time I talk to Joe, it's amazing. I told him about the miraculous rendezvous with Officer McCarthy, how we got to shake hands outside the City Hall. And guess who was in the library today? My buddy, $2 bill. Well, I'm going to put a $2 bill in the desk of Thomas Jefferson in a little bit with a piece of chalk and a sticker. And I had a speech with $2 bill inside the library and called him out. I said, why haven't you been returning my texts, sir? You know, I've texted him about 6 or 7 times without a response. The last time I visited him, and the librarian that was working is kind of the witness to this, because he said it flat out, I just completely ignored you when I came to visit him. So I came to visit $2 bill and he just absolutely ignored me. I've said this before, that I have an ignore button that everybody wants to bang on. That button right there turns the water on. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the world that wishes there's a button that if you pressed it, Gabe's dad, AKA Mr. Gurr, just went away. Now, I've been hunting around Shattuck Park here looking for a gentleman named Craig. He's got gray hair. My friend Mate is trying to help out a gentleman named Craig that's been hanging out here in Shattuck Park. And I've seen one guy with gray hair, but I know it wasn't Craig because I've seen that gentleman before many, many times on my search to try to help out people here in town. But the other amazing miracle is I ran into a gentleman playing the xylophone at Washington Park with a baseball cap. And that baseball cap looked like a rubber duck. I've never seen one of its kind before. So basically he was banging on the xylophone mallets with a hat that looks like a rubber ducky. Not playing the song Rubber Ducky, because if he would have, that would have been the most cool thing ever. But I gave him one of my mallets, one of my Kindness Has No Limits mallets to play music with, and that he could play music with his kids. And he thought that was super cool. And I asked him, I said, "What's your name?" And after he told me, I asked him another question. I said, "Hey, can I give you a hug?" And he's like, "I guess if you want to." That gentleman, his name was Gabe. Gabe. And I told Gabe, with his rubber ducky baseball cap, that the reason that I'm doing all this stuff is for a little boy with autism named Gabriel. He thought that was pretty cool, and so did I.